Hello, hello, everyone. I want to kind of look at the Diddy thing from a different angle, I guess you could say. I want to try and do like a from Diddy's perspective over the last month, what happened that got us to where we're at right now. Bear with me because I'm still pretty sick. Yeah. So as always, this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not facts. Three of Cups is what flipped out. Judgment, Six of Pentacles in reverse. So it feels like the theme of this is I misjudged a celebration. I had a plan, thought it was going to work. Turns out it didn't, or it didn't work in the way that I initially thought. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to do 2 rows of 5. The beginning time frame of about a month ago. From Diddy's perspective, what was going on? And again, this is all alleged, my opinion, not facts. Yeah, see, 6 of Swords. I thought I had a plan in which I could take some kind of action, and my plan did not work. I was going to put down this heavy burden, and this is the after tarot. So typically he's standing up holding the whole thing of wands, but he's sitting down clutching onto that last wand. It's like I had one move to make and it didn't work in the way that I intended it to. Death in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. That's like I was stopped in my tracks. I was trying to get into a calmer situation by taking some kind of action to put down a burden. I had one piece to hold on to use. I used it and it worked, but not in the way that I intended it to. And this is about the beginning of the month ago. Tunnel underground in reverse, 6 of Swords. So I planned on bringing something to light. Something that I had I was going to use to get myself out of a situation. King of Wands with Paper Trail in reverse. Huh. King of Wands with Paper Trail in reverse. Oh, there it is. Secret government program in reverse. So there's like I was going to agree to not use something that I had, but in agreeing to not use something I had, it was known what I had. And it allowed the other side to form a plan to extract that from me without going through with the deal that I proposed. It's 10 of Wands in reverse. Love, interesting. It feels like Diddy thought somebody was on his side that ended up not being on his side. And I know that he's probably not very naive to know that a lot of people would turn on him in an instant because of who he was and what he knew and all of that. But it almost feels like he thought he had someone working with him to get him away from danger by utilizing the info that he had, proof, blackmail, whatever that he had. And it turns out that person wasn't on his side. Death in reverse. Surveillance, runaway, escape. They were watching him trying to get away with it. So it's almost like even if there was someone that he thought was on his side, and even if they were on his side, there was other people watching that it didn't matter who was on whose side because there was a third party that was not on his side. Page of Wands in reverse. Just dropped all the cards. 1 second. This one seems significant. Change of plans in reverse. So what was the plan? What was the plan? Thief in reverse, to give something. I'm giving you this so I can get away with this, or I can get away from this issue. And I'm communicating with someone I think is on my side, but either that person's not on my side or there's a third party watching that it doesn't matter if that person's on my side or not. Okay, let's start with that. We're going to do the week after. So this is 1 month ago. So 1 month ago, some kind of plan in place to give information in order to alleviate some kind of threat is how I kind of want to word that. What about the week after that? So 3 weeks ago. Strength in reverse, 10 of swords, queen of pentacles in reverse. What I give you was actually used against me. What I gave you to try and make myself get out of a situation actually made the situation worse. There's that King of Wands again. I'm going to sneeze about 8 times. Once I sneezed 5 times. Okay, so this King of Wands keeps coming up. I want to take that literally, like someone with a very fiery personality, someone who's kind of like, it almost feels like the person he was giving information to, or whatever that was, it was that person wasn't the big fish. That person was someone who was kind of like a middleman between fish. 3 of Cups in reverse, but that person wasn't really interested in working with him. Interesting. Okay. So I'm overpowered. There's some kind of painful ending to my plan about 3 weeks ago. Hold on, what's 3 weeks ago? 1, 2, 3. The beginning of September. So the beginning of September, it's almost like he recognizes that whoever he was trying to create some kind of forward progress with in terms of utilizing the blackmail or whatever he had, something switched in about the beginning of September where he began to recognize this isn't going to work. I have to come up with a different plan. Strength in reverse. Accomplice partner. I'm overpowered by someone that I thought was my partner. I'm strong-armed. They got it wrong by 10 of Swords. He thought he had something. As in Diddy. Like, I thought that this plan was going to work. I thought that this was going to get me away from the danger that I felt like was circling me, and also the legal trouble that I knew I could get into. Let me make sure my mic is still on. Yes, it is. Okay. Right? Okay. All right. So I thought this was going to work. 3 cards. What was the plan that Diddy thought he had with another person? Oh. Deep state in reverse. Deep state in reverse. Corruption. Okay, so I'm going to expose. I'm going to either expose or I'm going to promise to not expose. It feels more like I'm going to say that I'm giving you this so that you think I don't have it. But it's still too big of a risk, and now you know that I know. So I mean to give this information to pump the brakes, but it actually makes them step on the gas. Abuse, neglect, and reverse, because they couldn't have me talking. They couldn't take the risk of me talking. So it's almost like I come forward saying, look, I have this. I'll give it to you. I won't use it, but you need to leave me alone. You need to call off the people that are probably chasing me down or whatever." And the other side is like, "Oh, okay. Well, you have that. Give it to me, but I still can't trust you to not go around saying things." It's like I try to use it as a bargaining tool, and it actually is the final nail in the coffin. Because now they know they can't have me out. I have to be silenced. My credibility has to be ruined. I have to be cut from the team. Almost like, it's kinda like a damned if you do, damned, right? It's like he could flip either way and start to tell very vocally on these bigger fish, but it's like once they realize that this part was involved, it almost feels like something they didn't recognize that Diddy had. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Secluded area in reverse. Someone that everyone's looking at. Justice and karma. Someone powerful that could be taken down by this information, that person had the pull to say, we need to do this sooner rather than later. King of Wands. Yes on its side. This to me is that damned if you do, damned if you don't. School in reverse, yes on its side is like, I'm trying this, hoping it works. No, that I'm not going to know everything, but I can't be unmasked here. So we need to cut him out. This Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands feels very significant. Like there's a powerful man who's connected to a powerful woman, and what Diddy was going to do was expose the connection between the two of them. Almost like if I agree to not expose this, you need to leave me alone, but that backfired. Three of Cups in reverse. Angels, ancestors in reverse. They couldn't have him blow that trumpet. They couldn't take a risk of it. Assassination, murder for hire in reverse. We can't just take him out. We can't just take him out because he has some kind of, if anything happens to me, this information just gets leaked. Yeah, male in reverse. If I go down, this automatically comes out. Okay. So that was 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. What can we know about 2 weeks ago? Two weeks ago, what was going on with Diddy? Ace of Wands in reverse. There's the false start. False start when it comes to communication. Eight of Wands. I think this is going to go this way, and it takes a hard left-hand turn. High Priestess. I come forward with this higher knowledge, with this secret information, and instead of going forward, I end up getting pushed. What could that be? So curious. 9 of Cups in reverse. I didn't get what I wanted here. I didn't get what I wanted. So I come forward with communication. I come forward with information. I come forward with something thinking it's going to make the hawks that are circling my life kind of go away. But instead, I guess I'd say it feels like Diddy was fearing physical retaliation that did not come from the law. Okay. Like maybe he noticed people following him. Maybe he noticed that people were tracking or recording or something. Like he caught on to something and was like, okay, this is a little close to home now. Let me try and use my bargaining chip but my bargaining chip is actually now being used against me. But there's some reason that they can't just take me out because I have a plan in place for that. Even if I can't trust anyone else, I have a plan in place that by this gets exposed regardless of who's on my side or not. What's that called? A dead man switch or something? That sounds right. Dead man switch. Yeah, 6 of Wands. If I go bye-bye, this is gonna be made public. So you can't just outright take me out. You need to drain what I have, and you can't find it all. And you know that, so what I came forward with, I was trying to strike a deal using that, but there's some kind of false start. Okay. Ace of Wands in reverse, the false start. No. No what? Do not enter. Wrong way. No top secret in reverse. Once I know you know this and have proof of this, I can't just let you walk around with that, even if you're trying to use it in order to get away from something. We can't take that risk. It almost feels like this is something that I know that everyone's aware that Diddy was recording and using blackmail and everything, but this feels like something that everyone involved anticipated there being no proof of, no blackmail of, no nothing of. It feels like something like more secretive than the other secretiveness of the situation. I don't know what that would be, but that's what I'm getting. Eight of Wands, some kind of communication, some kind of information. Weapon. I'm weaponizing some kind of communication. It's something that connects a powerful female to a powerful male that should not be connected. Once they knew he had proof of that, they couldn't let him walk around anymore. It almost feels like something unrelated to the, what do they call it? The freak off parties. It feels like something unrelated to that. Like they're focusing heavily on pushing, this is what he did wrong. But it feels like this is something that almost like I have information about you and you that has nothing to do with me and that I shouldn't know, but I blackmailed someone else to get this information so that I could use it when I needed it, and I need to use it now. High Priestess, the higher knowledge or higher information or secret information. Embezzlement. So something being excuse me. Something being hidden, money exchanging hands, military operation in reverse. People paying a pretty penny to hide some kind of, I almost want to say social warfare. This is so much bigger than Diddy and Diddy parties. I have to cough 1 second. I almost hit restart on this whole video. I've been so mad. Okay, anyway, bigger than Diddy. Social warfare. You connect to this female connects to this male, has nothing to do with me. I blackmailed someone else to get this information, knowing that I would eventually need to possibly use it. I try to use it, and it ends up backfiring. 9 of Cups in reverse. I didn't get what I wanted. Why? Surveillance, because they were already watching me. Almost like, I go, this is hypothetically, I go and I get a safe deposit box little drive thingy, thinking that I can utilize that, but I'm followed there, and now everything that was in there I can't use, but he would know that. Almost like they were able to trace back where certain information was being hidden, but they just need to make sure he doesn't have more information that's hidden in other places, which I think he does. So it's like they need to make sure that there's not other, if I go bye-bye, this automatically gets released type of thing. Family under 10 or 9 of cups in reverse. Whoever it was that he was getting help from, or that was doing maybe like the errand running to get this stuff, or maybe like the communication between parties, he thought he could trust someone that he ended up not being able to trust. And it feels like that's very significant. 6 of Wands, something about being made public. Huh. Hmm. Democrat. Someone real, real big. Interesting. Let's go to what was that? 2 weeks away? This is gonna be 1 week ago. Go to the next week. Okay, so about a week ago, I tried to come forward with information. Did I skip 2 weeks? I can't go back and look. We're just gonna do a week ago. If I missed 2 weeks, I guess it's not important. About a week ago, or a week before the arrest, essentially, because I think that was like a week ago now. A week before the arrest, I have some kind of false start. I realize I can't get out of this. The walls are closing in on me. I realize that what I tried to use as leverage is actually being used as the final nail in the coffin, because now they know that I have this that I shouldn't have had because it doesn't have anything to do with me. It's something I blackmailed someone to get. I needed it, thinking that it would work this way, but it actually did not. Excuse me. I need water. 1 second. Sorry, I'm on the Hot Mess Express today. Okay, so a week before the arrest, what's going on? 8 of Swords. I'm trapped. I realize I made the wrong move. I tried to use leverage and it ended up not working as leverage, and now I'm trapped because now they know that I know this. 6 of Cups. I'm stuck. I'm quite literally, there's no way I can move forward from this. After it's known that I know this or have this, I can't move forward. 4 of Wands. It's giving like I'm trapped in my house. I'm close to home. I can't leave. I feel like if I leave, I'm going to be taken out. So he comes back to get arrested because it's that or eh. Oh. Once I give this information, I'm kind of a dead man walking because the information didn't get me out of something. It got me trapped further into something. So now if I just leave my house and go walk around, they're going to get me. I have to try and make some kind of deal to go in, which is why he comes back to get arrested, allegedly. Okay. Yeah, 6 of Wands in reverse, some kind of private conversation or private deal or private. I need to get away from who's physically closing in on me and try and make it public in a way that everybody else will see what's going on to try and save my own life here. 7 of Cups in reverse. Now I'm seeing clearly that there's no way for me to get out of this once I've given this information. Hmm. And as I said that the trash truck is pulling up, there's no way for me to get out of this after I've given this information. Because I already put out there what I have, and now they can just take it and run with it. Now whatever I had for leverage is trashed. Now whatever I had for leverage is trash. Intuition in reverse under 8 of Swords. I did not expect this to go against me. I expected this to work. I expected this to work, and it's not. Greed. It would almost be like, for example, if someone that was being used as a middleman was supposed to just give information and use that as leverage, but instead of just giving the information, they gave where the information was hidden, how he got the information, and it made it so that whatever he was using as leverage could no longer be used in that way. 4 of Wands. Travel in reverse and sobbed. Yeah, I can't leave my house or they're going to get me. I feel like he went to get arrested because if not, he was going to end up not alive. It's almost like he had to get people watching this so that it would be more difficult for them to just take. Six of Wands in reverse, some kind of public or private or hidden deal. Did something flip over? Mind control in reverse. Obey in reverse. I'm not doing what you want me to do. I'm not doing what you want me to do. Change of plans in reverse. The plan is to not do what you want me or expect me to do. Interesting. 7 of Cups in reverse. Clarity. Fear in reverse. Man-made disaster avoidable in reverse. I feel like if he did not go get arrested, he was going to just end up not alive. And it was going to be made to look like something else. And it feels like it had gotten really close to the point where he had no other choice but to go let them arrest him. Gift package in reverse. I'm taking something back. Embezzlement. I'm taking back what was hidden. Okay, so let's do... He comes back to get arrested. What's that scene from his perspective? He comes back to get arrested. What's that scene from his perspective? Justice in reverse. What I thought was going to work to get me out of this is not going to work because somebody went against me that I didn't expect to. The Lovers. I made a choice to rebalance things out because it was the only option I had. The only other option that was still available to me after plan A didn't work. Knight of Cups in reverse, taking back some kind of offer, the Magician in reverse, and 8 of Pentacles. Someone worked really hard to deceive me. Someone worked really hard to deceive me and put me into a corner where I gave something thinking it was going to work for me. It didn't, so I had no other choice but to go in. I have to go sneeze. Give me a minute. Okay, make sure my mic is still on. It is. Okay. Justice in reverse. Justice in reverse. Obstacle illusion in reverse. I'm seeing clearly now that there's no other option against me. Angels, ancestors in reverse. Somebody was working for the other side. The Lovers. some kind of choice or decision. Flight, air travel in reverse. I make the choice that I can't just run because they're going to find me. There's nowhere I can run. There's quite literally nowhere I can run that they won't be able to get to me. War in reverse. Treason in reverse. I have to figure out a way to get back on stable ground after I didn't realize the betrayal that was right next to me that was able to be the final nail in the coffin. Knight of Cups in reverse, taking back some kind of offer. Struggle. Secluded area in reverse. Someone that Diddy is publicly close with, that he did not expect to go against him, had something on him that Diddy did not expect them to have. Magician in reverse and Eight of Pentacles. Somebody working really, really hard to deceive. Evidence. Had something on him he did not expect them to have. Hearing Inner Circle. Manipulation, gaslighting, and control in reverse. They were able to hide that they were using him as a puppet on a string. It's someone he trusted. Almost like that person is, for some reason, the only reason that Diddy's plan didn't work. Because if they didn't have whatever this other person gave, they would have had to work something with Diddy to try and figure out where he was keeping information or how he was keeping information. But this person gave them the key that Diddy didn't expect them to have, especially not from this person. And that's what made the dominoes start to fall over. That was the pushing over of the first domino. Why did the person that betrayed Diddy betray him? What's that? Corruption. They got something out of it. So somebody got to somebody else and they ended up turning on him and getting exactly what Diddy didn't expect them to be able to figure out. Or got something that he wouldn't be able to use the blackmail in order to get out of because it was to someone who's way too powerful. A release, male in reverse. That's what they didn't want him to talk about. Law enforcement. Once we realize that you can release this, there's no amount of blackmail that's going to get you out of either being unalived or arrested. It's kind of giving like said the quiet part out loud on purpose, thinking it was going to be used as leverage and then ends up being the opposite. Okay, let me do one more thing. So what is going on in Diddy's mind right now as he sits in jail? What is going on? Page of Wands in reverse. I'm not getting out of here. The Sun in reverse. Very dark time. I'm not getting out of here. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. Two of Wands in reverse and the Emperor. They're stopping any path I could have forward. There's no deal I can make. There's no blackmail I can give. Judgment. He knows it's over. He knows the gig is up. He knows he's not getting out of here away from this. Page of Wands in reverse. Greed in reverse. There's no amount of money that can buy my way out of this. Psyop. They need to prevent me from exposing this social or political affair. And because they need to stop that, there's no way I'm getting out of this. What the heck is it? The Sun in reverse. Distraction in reverse. Pay attention to rival competition in reverse. Fired. You know, when like somebody snitches on somebody else, let's say a drug dealer snitches on another drug dealer, and when they go in to do the raid, they have to like arrest both of them so that the one doesn't know the other ratted them out. It feels like that. Somebody else who is also going to go down for this, and it's going to look bad for them, but it's almost like they were approached with a deal of, you're going to go down. We can make it look like you're going down harder than you're going down with you giving us this information, or you're really going to go down that hard. So somebody else who's also going to have a downfall this is actually someone who has some kind of deal that flipped on P. Diddy. But they need to also go down so that, I guess there's some reason that P. Diddy's not supposed to know, but it feels like he knows, or at least assumes. Two of Wands. It's something they have hard proof of. But it's like, it's more of exposing where he had the proof or how he was covering the proof. It's like more than just something being presented. It's the bigger implications of like, okay, now we have this all figured out. You can't hide this because now we figured out this. Like where the documents or paperwork or digital evidence was hidden or something to that effect. The Emperor. Oh. Deep state. What's concealed in reverse? He was gonna, it's information about someone real big. Hidden missing key in reverse, treason in reverse, evidence in reverse, secluded area. I will do whatever it takes to keep this hidden. Confirm. I will do whatever it takes to keep this hidden. I will take all of you down to keep this hidden. Paper trail in reverse. Keep it hidden. Okay, that's all for now because my throat is about done. I'll look back into more of this. I'm sure it's going to be ongoing for a bit. Please remember that this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not facts. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon.